Hello and welcome back to your daily insight into everything that's happening at Shetland Wool Week 2022. Coming up over the next 10 minutes, we're at the Shetland Marts with the Flock Book Trust. We visit Jameson's of Shetland on Commercial Street and chat with Ina the manager, Gary Jamieson. And first, we have a deep dive into the Wool Week exhibition at Shetland Museum and Archives.
Thank you for sticking with me, Mom.
Hello, I'm Tracey. I am a member of the team here at the Shetland Museum and really excited to be part of the Wool Week event this year.
This is a really bony corner at the Gallery Wool Week exhibition. Tracey, just tell us about what we're standing amongst.
So we're here in the kind of bottom corner of the Gallery exhibition and we're focusing on the boards or broads as they were known locally, which such a hugely important part of the textile industry here in Shetland in terms of dressing. So the idea is that once your textile is ready, you would have to finish the garment by weaving it and then stretching it over a board just for it to keep its shape and to maintain that. So we have a huge selection of boards within the museum collection. There's about 120 and lots of different types. And some of them, a lot of the glove ones will have detachable thumbs as well, and that always fascinates folk as to what the piri bits that goes alongside them. You'll also see a selection of the different boards in the collection here among the artwork by Amy Leborn. And the unusual part of the boards as they were in the historical collection is that there was a shortage of wood in Shetland, so folk just had to mark them out with whatever wood they had lying around the house. So you'll see the markings on them. It's things like tea chests are quite often used. They're really precious, so the wood is then recycled. We can see one here that has hemp fixing, so it's been broken and they're fixed it with hemp rock. You'll see one in the corner here that has markings, so somebody's been very, very proud of that sockboard and they're putting their initials and the date on them.
Such a beautiful and sometimes neglected aspect of the textile industry.
Absolutely, and so crucial to the idea kind of make do and mend that was happening, and folk wouldn't be just, right, I'll just make a new pair of mitts or I'll knit up a new garment. They would be dressing them, they would be fixing them, washing them and dressing them on the boards.
Crofters were way ahead of their time.
Yes, definitely.
So my name is Pam Williamson and I'm the Secretary for the Shetland Fine Wool Trust.
Where are we now, Pam?
We are in the Shetland Marts in Lerwick.
And what's happening today?
We're having the Shetland Fine Wool competition, so it's run through the Flock Book, and we've got a whole range of fleeces here for all the shows in Shetland, so everybody that's really keen is entered here today and Oliver has kindly come to judge.
What is the Flock Book Society, Pam?
The Shetland Fine Wool Trust was set up in 1927 and it's really to try and keep the standard of Shetland sheep as it should be.
So this is our Shetland sheep fleeces that's down below us.
That's right.
Yeah. And there's been a competition today?
Yes.
And tell us about that.
So it's all the prize-winning fleeces really, and anybody that's really interested in the wool side of things always looks to enter to this competition every year.
And the crofters as entered is scattered right across Shetland, isn't they, Pam?
That's right, yes, it's open to the whole of Shetland.
And so where is the winners come from?
Winners today have come for Weasel and Skeld and up in the north, Solom.
So west side and north mainland winners today?
Today, yeah.
Pam, you're involved personally with your own family firm in Wool Week, aren't you? What are you doing there?
Yeah, we have a family-run firm at Lunna, and we're just really passionate about keeping the standard of everything as it should be. And I'm also, being part of the Shetland Fine Wool Trust, we're very keen to work with the fine wool.
And of course, coming to Shetland means that folk can physically visit the Lixil on a firm and see for themselves the conditions in which Shetland worset is created.
Yeah, absolutely. We had tours this year and it's been really popular.
Well, I'll let you get back to your busy schedule, Pam. I ken you're a woman in demand this week, so best of luck where you are.
Thank you.
I'm Suzanne Wilsey. I am here from California. I have come every year except for COVID for the last, I don't know, 6, 7 wool weeks. I always rent a flat and stay for quite a long time. I'm a knitter, spinner, and sometime weaver. And I love Shetland. I've made friends over the years, which is why I stay longer. And I always buy at least one fleece, sometimes more than one, which is why I'm at this event today.
So just the event is basically a showcase of top Shetland fleece.
Exactly.
You're talent spotting.
Well, I am, and I'm also always look for a chance to chat with Oliver and hear what he has to say about the quality of the fleeces, which shows they might have won, why they're particularly beautiful. Every year I've bought at least one and sometimes more than one of the fleeces that have been on the back of the sheet that Addie and Margaret Dool have raised. They're always stunning.
What is it that catches your eye about a fleece? What do you value?
I value the fineness and the crimp in the fiber, the softness of the hand, and the uniformity of the staple across the fleece. And for that, I always have to trust Addie and Margaret and their judgment, and of course Oliver in a situation like this. But if he's already decided that something is a prize-winning fleece, I don't have to do any more deciding after that. And then of course I have to make it to the post office because they won't fit in my case on the way home.
What makes it worth travelling halfway around the world to come to this event?
I can't describe it, but the first time I set foot on the tarmac at Sunborough Airport all those years ago, something happened.
Oh, well, we're delighted that you have this long-term love affair with our islands. We couldn't be more happy and more proud and more excited that you keep coming back to us. So thank you for that. And tell us, what does your fleece eventually turn into? Do you knit it up?
I do. Eventually, sometimes, usually jumpers.
I'm Anne Dool. I'm relatively new to Lerwick. I work with sheep. I knit as well, and today I'm helping up at the Shetland Fine Wool competition.
What's this beautiful trophy you're heading on to, Anne?
This is the Silver Shears that's presented every year for the best white fleeces. Originally this was presented when the competition first started back in '89. You had to show 15 fleeces, and it's gotten into 2 fleeces, a bit more manageable now. So this year my mum and dad have won it, Addie and Margaret Dool from Islesborough. It all stems from my mum's dad. He was a staunch flopbook man, and then he got died into it in the 80s. And since then, we've all just gotten into it and can keen to keep it going.
And you're a really keen maker yourself.
Well, yes, I got back into knitting about 4 or 5 years ago. And yeah, I can understand the passion behind it.
And you're a prize-winning maker.
Yes, last year, the Crafters Kit that Wilma designed then, the Shetland Sheep Society on the mainland held a competition, and it was online, so I made the hat and packed photos and didn't hear for a while, and then one wet February morning got the email saying I was the overall winner, so I was very chuffed about that.
Well, congratulations on that.
Thank you.
And it's no a quiet week in Diehoust this Wool week, is it?
No, it isn't. Between going to classes and involvement with volunteering with it and getting the fleeces ready, and yeah, all from like big finale on Saturday for the flopbook.
Yes, and we'll have pictures of that coming up very soon now.
My name's Naomi Pearson, and I am a cousin of the Jamesons.
So just clear this up, Naomi, because I'm sure you're asked about 40 times a day. You've got a Canadian accent,
Correct.
But you are a Shetlander.
Well, Mum and Dad, yes, both. They left Canada. Well, they left for Canada in the late 60s, early 70s. So I was raised there, hence the Canadian accent. But yeah, pure Shetland blood through and through.
Now, you are at the very cold face of Shetland Wool Week, working in Jameson's shop on Commercial Street, Naomi. Yeah. What's the past few days been like for you?
It's just, well, it's bonkers, but it's good bonkers because everybody's so enthusiastic and so keen, and we just have a good laugh.
So all of this wool is produced in Sanus on the west side of Shetland.
Yeah, that's
Tell us about that.
Well, it's a really lovely windy road to get there. But yeah, it's the process is just, it started ages ago, and it's right from all the local crofters, the best quality that we can get of Shetland fleece, and take it right all the way through the process.
What
Yeah.
do you love best about Wool Week, Naomi?
Oh gosh, I love the energy of it, the buzz of it, and the happy faces and the different folk from all over the world. It's also really, really nice.
What do you do at the end of a long day in the wool shop here?
Well, I've been jumping in the sea for a swim, kind of bring things down a notch, and then you know, just sit and watch something silly or read something silly or go for a walk with my wee dog. So I've been eyeballing that jumper that's in the new annual, but I don't know. She might get it too mucky and it would be annoying.
It's gorgeous, the Ella
Gorgeous,
Gordon
yeah.
dog
I might
design.
just make it and then she can sit and wear it on cozy nights in with the fire.
You could walk along Baines Beach and be
It's like,
snapped
she's
to oblivion.
gorgeous, and then take it off before it gets mucky.
Thanks very much, Naomi, and
Thank
good
you.
luck with the rest of the week.
Thank you so much.
My name is Carolina and I'm from Sweden.
Is this your first Wool Week, Carolina?
Yeah, it is.
What brought you to Wool Week?
The knitting, the wool. I'm also a spinner. And my mother really wanted to go, but she can't, so she actually gave me this trip.
A present?
Yeah,
You
as a
lucky
present.
person.
Yeah, I know.
And are you doing loads of classes and tours and things, or what are you up to?
Yeah, some workshops. We have been all morning today, and a lot of shopping and knitting time and walking and yeah, a little bit of everything, I guess.
And what would you say to someone at home who's watching this, hasn't been to Shetland yet? Would you recommend it?
Oh, definitely. And also, everybody I met, they're so nice.
You're in Jamieson's wool shop just now. Will your suitcase be stuffed on return to Sweden?
Oh, I can on it. Definitely. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to sit on it to be able to close it, actually.
Well, good luck with your knitting
Well,
projects.
that's my
this
goal.
winter. Good,
Yeah.
good goal.
I'm Gary Jameson and I am one of the managers at Jameson's of Shetland.
So Gary, you're just arrived in the Lerwick shop. Hot Fisanis, that's all go for you this week.
Yeah, this is my second time in Lerwick today.
Wow.
So I had to come in this morning, of course, to pick up our tour, which we're running every day this week. It's been brilliant to have everybody back out in the tours, getting out to the mill, showing them around and just kind of trying to explain what we're trying to achieve out there.
Just to remind our viewers, Gary, is it 5th generation Jamieson in the mill?
I am the 5th generation. It's interesting, especially weeks like this where we get to meet a lot of new faces and folk that are so enthusiastic about what we do. It really is brilliant.
And absolutely, all the wool that we're seeing a hint to us in the jumpers here is produced in your Sanis factory.
Yep, it's pretty unique. We don't know of anywhere else in Europe that takes wool in one door and they'll put out either finished yarns or indeed knitwear at the other side.
In terms of the industry, you're kind of right at the hub of it. Where do you see things going for Shetland wool? Because this thing is just exploding.
It's getting bigger every year, and that just goes for yarn, full stop. Hand knitting is really booming right now.
That Sanis pilgrimage that previous Wool Week participants have made is a really special one, Gary. Just tell folk that's no been what they experience when they come out to your factory.
Well, they get to see the nitty-gritty of it, I suppose, is really the truth of it. The factory is still running, so I have a walkie-talkie so that people can actually hear me, because it is loud in the factory. And we go around and we do see all the processes, one after another, and we kind of follow that journey of that wool. And it's smelly and it's dirty and some bits is really noisy, but you do really see every process, and it evolves in front of the eyes. So it is quite unique.
Yeah. So for anybody that's not been to Wool Week, that's thinking about it, what would you say to them, Gary?
Get in fast. Apparently 4 minutes all were tours sold out this year. And there was 2 ladies on the bus today that said they've been three years and they've only managed to get on tour this year. So yeah, if it's something you want to do, get your ticket in quick.
We need considerably larger tours.
Well, I can only do so many. There's only one of me and my voice has to last the whole week. But I do try my best to get them all fitted in.
Okay, I'll leave that voice intact. Gary
Thank you
Jameson.
very much.
Thanks for your company again today during our Shetland Wool Week 2022 broadcast. We've 2 events coming up that might interest you. Ian Tate is giving a talk about the truck system at 7:30 tonight in Shetland Museum. Tickets for that is available on the online box office for £8 each. If you're in Shetland and making for Whalsa, it's a poor forecast tomorrow, so it might be an idea to check ferry information before you set out. For the shoppers amongst you, there's a feast of local buying opportunities this helly. On Saturday, there's a makers market taking place in the Anderson High School and a craft market taking place in Mareel. On Sunday, there's a Shetland food and drink market also taking place in Mareel, and full details of that events is available online. And don't forget, it's Fair Isle Friday the morning, so be sure to look at your finest, snap it and spread the word on social media with the hashtag SWW Fair Isle Friday. Thanks for all your feedback on this week's broadcasts. Subtitles will be coming soon on the videos. Watch this space next week and on. We love reading your comments, so please keep them coming. And we're back the morning with more Shetland Wool Week today. We'll be looking for you.